Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am Frecky42. I'm recording off stream time frame for my tank in Final Fantasy XIV. Tonight, later this evening, we will be live streaming game progress, but I am going to go ahead and do the Crystal Tower raids as a tank. First time as a tank, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I will be working this and trying to get everything all done. So we're pushing to get through the content, but I do want to say to everyone who is watching this, thank you very much for coming by. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you click the subscribe button and the like button if you liked what you see, because the subscribe button lets you know what's coming up as they come. Excuse me, I am a totally perfect streamer. Yes. No, the subscribe button is basically what Twitch does as a follow button. All it does is alert you when I do post new videos. I am working to post new videos. I have several videos in the wings that I'm having to work to edit, and as they get done, they will be posted. This one will be posted directly to YouTube and back to Twitch as well. So that way, anybody can take a look at it. My Twitch ID is Frecky42, if you're watching it here on YouTube. And my YouTube ID... I keep forgetting, is Frecky Wolf. So, but I want to say thank you all for dropping by and watching this video. I am not the best tank. I am not the best player. I am just somebody who likes to do this and show you all how how things are. So, please, again, if you are watching this on YouTube or not, if you're watching this on Twitch, soon there will be a link to the YouTube in the panels on my channel. And that way you can go there, but please click or smash that subscribe button so that you know when the new videos are posted, because when I do a video on Twitch, I will then convert it and then upload it to YouTube. And that's what I have on YouTube right now. It's pretty much the streams there. So let me go ahead and get this moving. Let's see. Oh, I was actually going to go... Where's the mail? I know there's a mail person here. Isn't there? Ah, it's over here. So let's go ahead and set up the Alliance Raid, the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Let's join it. There's our mail, because I have some golden chocobo feathers here to pick up. Unfortunately, there is no static friend code that I can actually give out that you can use to for once paying for it. Let's see here. Okay, so this quest right here is there. This quest is here. We've already got 2 DPS, 2 healers, and 2 tanks in queue already. We need 3 tanks, 6 healers, and 15 DPS. You know what? While we're doing this, we're going to go ahead and continue with the story as well. What can I do for you, Alvone? I can I named this character something, and now I can never pronounce it right. So I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this with the new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we've had pass through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden than that concerns mine. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slaffborn! A shipment! We couldn't! Oh, it was a female. God's woman, what befell? We we were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But alas, we sought to cross over into Mordana, and we were beset upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find, and I'll take your rest. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is likely to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortemps. We collected provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. I understand. Understood. I shall see that they are appraised of this development. Alvanay, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Nod. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Horsefant will be glad of your assistance. Let's see where we're at. We're the same place. Let's hop on our cat. Actually, no. Let's hop on our granny. And let's ride. Let's see here. How many tomes? I have 77 tomes. Good. Now, I am only doing this because I would only record actual progression. The Crystal Tower raids are required in progression, so that's why I'm recording this. I'm hoping that we'll get something. Hey, we got an extra DPS now. Let's go fly. Love the silk on these. Oh, I actually need to be going this way. I love just the overall ambiance of this game. They've done such a good job that keeps it relative for years and years to come. The graphics are beautiful, everything. Oh, I need to actually change my UI up too. Need to get another one up here, and I need to do some other things. I've done a lot of research on, not research, but investigating to find things. Alright, Lord Horsefant. Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend, Alvanay Neolin. Would you care for a plate of roast caracul? Some mulled wine? No? I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening up an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Nah. Lord Horsefant awaits confirmation of the reason of your visit to Camp Dragonhead. Now here I'm going to start getting the knocked gear. That's one reason why I'm not getting the gear. There. I need to actually...
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, no, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fort Tom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Nod.
Hallone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Okay. I really do love the storyline in this. It's just beautiful the way they do it. Alright, let's see here. Still waiting. Alright, so we are actually in when cold sets in, which is right here. Okay, so we're actually just now getting to finish up. Let's bring up the granny again. Let's go flying. Not that it really matters. I mean, I'm level 60 as it is. I can't do any of my class quests because I have to get past level 60. I mean, I gotta get past this section of things. I gotta get into Ishgard before I can actually do any of my class levels. And we have a Labyrinth of the Ancients. We shall go ahead and commence this. We are not going to avoid it. Ooh, somebody withdrew. There it is again. Let's go. Switch over to Alliance. Come on, tank. Come on, DPS. Most of the tank, the mobs. All right, we got the tank. Come on, last DPS. Gotta get you. Here we go. Oh, no alliance members yet. I do love how you see everybody. Okay, so we can go ahead and close that. I guess I can start sprinting, since my group didn't give us the buff. All right. I mean, we have to start somewhere to be a tank, you know. Now I've done what I need to look up. All right, so I'm in Alliance B, which normally is the center run. Oh, I need to bring up my tank stance. Alright, so we're done with that. You know what? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to character configuration, character. I'm going to clear everything out so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Alright, where's this other one? Alright, we got him down. If I remember correctly, these are the ones we have to face away from the party. Away from the raid. And we also have to avoid the purple goo. Oh, okay. Well, we got it. Not too bad. Switch this back to party. Alright, this one we have to tank the dragon away from the party. Alright, see, I thought we'd be tanking this on the far end, not in the center. This is a three-stage fight. Every time the dragon is alive, there's no real skeleton. The skeletons do come, but they're not that big of a deal. But when the dragon is not alive, the skeletons run to the dragon's corpse. So they're supposed to be kept away. So tanking the dragon here now is not as easy as it is tanking it far away. Alright. So what is this? Yeah. We'll read it. That's not what I wanted. Okay, this next one, the Atmos. We are in Alliance B. So that means we're the center. This is where I'm going to have to tank. Yeah, I need to move some stuff around. Again, like this needs to move over here. I think I need to do some more there. I need to add an extra hot bar, move 4 up here, 6 down here, that type of thing. Tank stance is up, yeah, it is. It's ignoring me. There we go. God damn it. Alright, we got ours down. They're still fighting theirs, but we don't control them. So they control that shield, they control our shield, and we control their shield. There we go. Now we're done. This fight here is going to be interesting. We can't damage the boss unless the pots that you see right there, and there's another one over there, are buffing us. And what happens is then we can damage the boss, and it rotates. So if we're not tethered to it, we deal with the ads. I'm not tethered yet. Now we are. You can barely see me. That's why that shows that we're buffed for this. We got it. Well, let's read that too. All right, here we go. Let's get it moving. We're now going into the third section, which I believe we might actually be. Oh, we're at the Behemoth. Got to watch for the comets. Well, obviously I didn't get the others. I don't care if I don't get these. I mean, you know, so I'm a tank and I'm greeting these things, because I can't use them until I get another class, until I pick up another class. Something I'm thinking about doing, because I know the storyline. Alvine may actually go Dark Knight. Oh no, this is the Allegan bomb. Come on, let's get this napalm out of the way. Oh, there we go. Got the bomb and napalm. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. All right. Now we just have to kill the bomb. We got it. And then we go on. This next one is the Behemoth. Basically, it's a tank and spank. It drops comets, and that way you can hide behind the comets as long as they're not too close to the Behemoth. So it's not bad. The next guy is going to be the hardest for me to tank. Got comets. Oh, now I understand. Because that will kill anybody that's not behind a comet. Oh, well, we got him out. We got him dead anyway. This is just craziness, to be honest. Honestly, this is just major craziness. Okay. Well, we're not going to actually get a chance to run. They've already started the encounter. Yes, let me get in here. Gotta avoid AoEs. And when he's going back, when he goes back to center, that gets us protected from the his blast. We might get him before... Nope. We didn't get him before the second Ancient Flare. Ooh, boy, we barely got it. But I see what it is now. As long as there's 4 people on each platform for each group, the other people can actually... It activates the shield, and we can actually do this. Okay. You call that a labyrinth. It's done. Okay, player accommodation. Let's go ahead and give it to the healer. And... well, everybody left. I'm the last. I'm going to be the last one in here. Mainly because I'm watching this because of you. I would normally actually escape out of it, Norm, just because I have never done, since I have done it many times before. But with the fact that I'm actually doing it for you guys, we're doing it here. What do we have going on? Ho there, Alvine. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. No. A giant man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegarathon, not Archon. Phlegarathon, he was the hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned by the musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim the Crystal Tower is defended by champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegans' extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Well, well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Cognac's to find for the St. Cognac's fine for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. So my goal with the recording today is to do all 3 of the Crystal Tower raids, and in the meantime, do progress the storyline as it is. So we've done all 3 primals again, and those recordings have been put up. Now the 3 raids for the for this, we're good. We'll be good, and then from there we'll just continue on. We are getting into patch 5.4. There are probably about 40 quests left overall, maybe a little more than that, and then we'll be in Ishgard. Once we're in Ishgard, most of the stuff will be done on stream at twitch.tv/42, Frecky42, excuse me. So it's twitch.tv/Frecky42 for my Twitch. If you want to watch us live, you're more than welcome to. I do welcome you to do so. But as I said, everything that we do there gets posted here. I'm only doing these here because of the fact that there's a lot of waiting involved. Alright, so let's talk to Grahatia. No, not you. You. So good of you to join us, Alvane. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Complete. Okay. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambrose will be presiding over the meeting, if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Yeah, I'm here, ready to go. Let's go. Welcome back, Alvane. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and have begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Excuse me. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take the silver piece. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Alvane's account, the labyrinth defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by elegant technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by a chaotic shifting of Earth, it has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems incredibly likely, the Tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will most certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure defenses has been completed. Master Garlon, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. It's like you said, Chief. We founded the ironworks to make sure the technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We won't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must hone my martial skills ere we ascend to the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Alvine. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit for our subsequent forays to if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to close. Let us focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Hello. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on ventures, old friend. So, this is the legacy of the Allegan Empire that the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I knew it was you, Nero. I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they have had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Circus Tower. Rambrose is frustrated. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear the progress on the Crystal Tower. Nod. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say that there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings us new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You will recall how the 8th centuries stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway to the principal spire, Circus Tower, the Allegans called it, It is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry in the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Uni, the companion, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization sent by the students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Uni and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age. I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in the light of recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? Tis nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allegan eye as well? The sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to Allegans, yet I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alleg. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too we have come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet, know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections? Nod. Very well. At this moment, I name Uni and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the circus tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Alvine, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way. Upon your arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Alvine. With Uni and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. Okay, come on. So now we go to get our second raid in. Again, this is required. Oh, hello. We're going to kill you. You have the mark of somebody that has is a target in my hunting log. I must kill you. There you go. Let's go on. Is there anybody else that has that in here? Huh? 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 Oh, yes, there are. 2 of you. Indeed. And... oh, I only have to kill this one. The other one normally would have aggroed, but I'm level 60. And hunting log complete. Oh, that was a gladiator hunting log. Okay, cool. Okay. I forget, can I get into a mount? Yes, I can. But I can't fly here. Well, if it isn't Alvane, eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you have already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students you say. Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll follow me, I'll take you to him. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Uni and Doga. They are scholars of the ancient Aleg, sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope that we can be of some small assistance. I really do like their designs. If your tires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. I love their armor. I love her look. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door. The imposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't seem to open it. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are utter mystery to us. Having no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective security measure. It's fiendishly... oh, I missed it. The only cue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it, a man and a woman, respectant Allegan royalty by my judgment. Right there, the man and the woman. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether or not the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. Nods. If you're thinking of trying to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? What? Huh? I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 hells! What is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, if I didn't know better, I would say that you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is, for all intents and purposes, defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming the land of Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these 2 odd characters. As you doubtlessly are already aware, the Crystal Tower was a symbol of ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only by royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records we have unearthed, only the royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. But you mean to say that these 2 are descended from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plainly, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe is the name your creators gave your kind, is it not so? Twould seem that time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wished to avoid causing undue alarm and prematurely making what many would consider a deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. Nod. Very well. I warn you, if you ever make a drinking game of how many times people nods in here, you're dead. Trust me, there are so many. Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland, you know me better to think than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An Allegan tombstone. It carries the information I just shared with you, and a great deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it is yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. All right. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. It pertains closely to your investigation. Your leader, Rambrose, may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldesia. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allegan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why yours were created, and more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind became into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there so that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence. The empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilizations came to be became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father, you cannot mean Emperor Zandi. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Uni and Doga. Historical texts mention the reign of two Allegan emperors named Zande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such custom was not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that there were two, the two were in fact one and the same. Zandi returned from the grave and assumed the throne once more, and true to Amon's predictions, the emperor restored the realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he would have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage the war of conquest, Zandi turned his sights towards the forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again? 7 hells.
Charging battery.
What is it with maniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us. Been thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. What? Alas, Emperor Zandi is very much alive. Within the circus tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently with the Empire's collapse. Beautiful. They did a beautiful job. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalmod was created and launched into the heavens. On high, it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it into the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake, unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even the Crystal Tower was, even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zandi's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure of the Emperor, the Emperor included, was placed into a deep slumber. In that state they were to remain until time was ripe to awaken. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalmod was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though the Empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. "'Tis for no other purpose to put an end to Zandi's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Uni and Doga." Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will that might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, and concluding that we alone could not overcome Zandi, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can cut through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Alvine Neolin, we are confident that we can end Zandi's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldessian among a host of other things. You were observing our investigations the whole time. So what will we do, Alvine? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Yeah, you can play with it. Enjoy. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization, but what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the Tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Uni and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. And so I do hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Alvane, as you did for us within the labyrinth of the ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zandi himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world to work then. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father. You said, know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye, you called it, but to us it is the royal eye, owing to the fact the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Alright. Sometimes it is a little bit exhausting. My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you, as you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is not the time for action. Now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Nods. Your task is to eliminate hostile elements within the structure, Zandi himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Okay. Circus Tower is now available in the Duty Finder. So we go ahead and sign up here. Circus Tower. Take away the labyrinth, put Circus Tower up, join. Let's go ahead and get back to Camp Dragonhead and continue what we were doing there. It would be nice to at least be in 5.4 by the time we finish the towers, which we will be guaranteed because this is the second to last quest in the line. So let's fly. I honestly am just blown away by the beauty of the game that this is. It is amazing. You know what? We're going to go in from the top. We're going to come in the other way. Alvane, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray, speak plainly. I am a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the fury but do you seem destined to cross paths with those villains? I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabout have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. 'Tis but merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhap you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after the traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found an unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. All right. So let's go ahead and use express elevators and get our butt over to this infirmary. So we've got 2 tanks and 1 DPS. Still need 1 tank, 14 DPS, and 6 healers. Oh, we got 2 healers now. It's going. It's a-going. What are we going to do? We're going to go up. Yes, there he is. Tell you what happened? Well, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to White Brim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Several heretics were rifling through my cargo, arms, armor, and crystals. They were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say this is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Alright. Search the wilds of Snowcloak to defeat any heretics you encounter. Alright, let's go ahead and get back on the granny. Get into flight, and let's go find out what Snowcloak has for us. You first. Loyal heretic. And there goes a snowman. Draw your weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. Okay. Let's see here. 6 DPS, 2 tanks, no healers still. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff? Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And where did And where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. 'Twould be best we were to return to White Brim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Dromont. So we need to go see Dromont again. And whee! Hi. Just had to drop in. Alvane, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handily, I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While you understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission to consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Haurchefant of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and just teleport. It's easier to teleport, to be quite honest. And then jump down.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
Oh.
Indeed. And this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche.
Okay, we gotta go ahead and do this. Okay, one more. We may have to redo this conversation. There we go. We'll probably have to redo that conversation. Oh, I didn't watch this Circus Tower stuff. Oh well. I pretty much know these fights. This fight is pretty much tanking. Every fight is tank and spank. We got a gunbreaker, a paladin, and a warrior. Alright, let's go. Got it. Really doesn't matter which side we go up. We all go to the same place. Gotcha. Got it. That's one of the things of this encounter. Those orbs spawn, and you have to break off and do whatever you're doing and take the orbs to the platforms. There's a total of 9 of them. And then there's these little things that spawn that need to be destroyed, which I cannot do. I got to be tanking this guy. This is actually an interesting encounter. But with the equipment level that we have and everything, even though we're level synced, it's just, it takes so much. Well, we're almost done with the fight. We're done with the fight. And we're in Alliance C. Oh, we'll greet that. And these augmented clones of these Allegan people are huge! Lemon Mateos. Dragoon, why are you in front of the dragon? Oh, there's still some clones. Not anymore. That still hasn't gone through loot. This is a relatively simple fight. Oh, hello. Let's get out of that. This is actually a relatively simple fight. Like I said, this whole thing is pretty much tank and spank with some effects. No real need for tank switching or anything like that. The only reason a tank needs to switch is if one dies. But it's still a fun thing, to be honest. I'm actually enjoying the tanking role in this game. I personally have hated tanking before, but honestly, tanking in Final Fantasy XIV is easy mode. Guys, I'm planning on doing some new some videos here. Some videos about my experiences on MMOs and things like that. They will be posted to both YouTube and Twitch. But they'll be about 30 minutes in length or so, maybe a little more, and each one's going to expand upon the other. Oh, hey, I got something. I got, of course, the Armed Guards of Strecking. I wanted to... Alright, so we're through that one. Here we go. Through it. This one drops a ice boulder. That you have to hide behind. I like that dress. That's a white mage outfit too. Come on. Come on. Tank it here. Yeah, there we go. We got you. Whoa, I'm dead. Ooh, we got a healer down. All right, we're done. All right, let's see here. Lance Dragoons, we can greet that, and yeah, we'll greet that. Here we are. This is the last one. This is the Emperor. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be unleashed, and I will be returned. Ugh, I lost it. And they've already started. Yep. Where's the Stonefall circle? Yeah, if you're not on one of these platforms that raise up, you're dead. I've learned that if you see those platforms, get in them. He's going to disappear once more. Alright, they've got that. Snowfall down. Here comes the Emperor again. We'll get more of those platforms. Once more, we'll get the platforms. There they are. As long as you're within the radius of these things, then it's good. I think you have to make sure you're not in the radius of the explosion afterwards, like the... But Emperor Zandy's almost dead. It's time to get an Onion Knight. And we're done. Life is a circus. I like that achievement. Player accommodation. We'll do Crit Daddy. Greed. Need. Greed. Fine. Greed. Need. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Onion Knight in here. Let's go ahead and get our Shattered orchestration roll. Let's get out of here. Alvin. You did it! You defeated Emperor Zandy. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit, wow, indefatigable spirit, wow, ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Alvalone, New Orleans. With Emperor Zandy now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garlon, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man not be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Circus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Daga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion, what is it? The power that Zandy sought to obtain comes from the void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of the Voidsent. Voidsent feed on Aether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zandy entered into the unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The Covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect, however, being that the Emperor's lineage, Uni and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Xandi sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Dugga, finally we may fulfill our purpose. Oh, be still my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings are not mistaken. Even the ultimate weapon, not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. And so Mercadia is brought into the fold. Soon the rest of the world will be united under elegant rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows even more vivid. An endless void bereft of light and warmth. Though I might have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravaging claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when we must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he needs not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come through and engulf the world, devouring life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Alvane, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Ugh, not now, damn it. I forgot he actually does combat. Ouch. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls him, a void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Dugga. Confound it, without them there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine! Nero! The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the find and consult Rambos. Nod. Okay. Got turned around a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the circus tower, but I am actually going to do something real quick. Let me go ahead and... Alright, folks, I am back. I do apologize about that. I needed to pause the recording, which instead of stopping it and making a second recording. So let's continue. All this happened within the tower? Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Xandy sought to open the gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all of mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we cannot abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garlon. The situation is bleak. Though the void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether or not our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Daga and Nuni. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xandy's dark covenant is binding our world, is in danger, 'tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Uni and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I only know that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me the truth of our eye rests with Aleg. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try and save Uni and Daga. I, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Daga and Uni are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet, no, I will know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. Dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go, our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Avalone. Mark my words. Complete it. World of Darkness. Ah, Avalone, it is good that you are come. I have news that you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Uni, Daga, and Nero, imprisoned in the dark realm. Think back upon our latest foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zandi, but you, Avalone, have ensured that he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Daga and Uni labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Uni and Daga and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zande's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Uni and Daga, so too will the tower heed only those with royal blood of Alec. 'Tis a most galling design, granted that this was not always so vexatious, according to the Alec tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Yeah, we have royal blood right here. Every moment we wait, a vast rift with the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm, threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zande's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then, what of the energy building in the tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity, like to the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just lost 3 compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall to the might of this threat. Nod. We know but one way out of this predicament: to rescue those who cannot control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use circus power for our own purpose, create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this possible from a man of the Thaumaturgus Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Garlon working to create said portal, the final preparations are underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Avalone, just the woman we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy, and you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well, the device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. Do hurry, Avalone. I'm sure you won't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Nod. 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 Well, Sid seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to this crystal tower? All right, let's make our way to the crystal tower. That's right. No flying. There is hopping. Avalone, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower's full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. The chief's up there overseeing the whole operation. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting on my engineers to give the signal, then we'll see if we can open a gateway into another world. Nod. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zandi's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Aleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allegan civilization had lived on and a just emperor sat on the throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zandi and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zandi's war of dominance left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Aleg. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. As they moved towards Aleg's heart for the kill, Zandi lashed out in anger and frustration as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zandi desired the great rift to be opened, hastened the clouds coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power, held within the Dalmud, be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I learned of its cause from Uni and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zandy to rashness, though. Your knowledge of elegant history is astounding, Graha. Why a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap 'tis strange, though I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and waiting to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Argius. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling the energy into the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Ah, the rift to the world of darkness, as Uni called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. As will the Sons of Saint Cognac. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are truly lost. Which leaves Alvalone, my friend. 'Tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you to save the cloud of darkness. What awaits you? Save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Might I have a moment of your time, Avalone? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Okay, here we go. A little bit more talking, and then we load up and we go do some more talking while we wait. Alvane, I wish to speak with you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing on my destiny. This much Daga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting those two clones has wrought a great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rests with Aleg. Mayhap what I wish to remember and those words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Nod. You have my thanks, my friend, and let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. Alright, World of Darkness is now accessible in the Duty Finder. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport back to Camp Dragonhead. Ah, damn it, wrong side. Let's go do the discussion with Horsefant.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord,
We'll do the
my
whole
thoughts
thing.
had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed, and this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action.
Okay.
Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Nod. Okay, hey, perfect timing. So we have to report back to Slaffborn to finish this quest, which we'll do after we do World of Darkness. Okay, we are Alliance B. Jeez, oh Pete's. Watch out, it's farts! It spits and it farts. Alright, we're done with that boss. Alright, this is going to be an interesting one. Alright, doesn't matter if I'm on the white. Now the next time I have to be on the dark side. Well, I need to move. What is that? Oh, okay. I have a barrier. Good, I'm on the dark side. Whoa! Just waiting on my res. Got it. I do not have Doom on me. It's not really that bad of a fight. We got a lot of DPS going through now. I was on dark last time. right. Where's the exit? Here it is. And B, Alliance B. Let's greet those. This is actually a really beautiful place. I love doing these fights, especially as DPS. Alright, this queen is going down. It's that time again. Zandy's clone, huh? No longer sealed, huh? Time to move on. Alright, dragon! Oh, hello. Well, let's get out of the AoE area. Always a good thing to do. I've got two healers. It'd be nice for them to heal me. Alright, got a barrier. Nice. Alright. Come on. Ooh, still out there. Stay out of the goo. Come on. Okay, well, there isn't much to talk about on this fight. It's just basically beat the crap out of it. True. There we go. Read it. Let's get moving. I like this one a lot more than the others because it is there's no teleportation involved, so you don't have to. You can actually run the loot on the fly. All right, so we're B. In most of these raids, it's okay. A is the damn it. Oh, so close. Oh, we got done. The wormhole generator spin words to life. All right, Cerberus, we are in the belly. So I got to get shrunk. At one point I have to get shrunk and then I have to get into some goo and it's got to eat me. Do we have the gastric juices out? No. Keep it facing away from the... There we go. I'm shrunk. And I'm here. We're going inside the belly of the beast, my friend. Unknown. And we're going back out. We have changed Cerberus. Wow. That took a little while. Got the gear. Whoa, hello. Hey, Serby boy! It's time for you to take a nap. Time for a dirt nap for you. Did well. What do we get for loot? More conjurer stuff. We'll greet that. I mean, I really don't mind not getting any loot. Not in this case. Some of the loot here is actually really good. Who deserves the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light, you have not stumbled. Pitch black will be sealed off in 15 seconds. I'm the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. The mortals before a flood of darkness will sink into lifeless. Yes, let's move into the sealed area. We're right here. Where is she? Ouch. Let's fight over here. Be that secondary tank for our good old Scarlock Holmes. Got turned around. I see meteors coming down. I'm like, there really isn't much for a tank to do in this. Get away from it. Got it. Let the sun shine in. Demon robe of healing has been added. Puff of darkness. Gotta get. I want to get that puff of darkness. That puff of darkness is mine. Faded copy. Faded copy. Alright, let's see here. Accommodation. There's a one that answer left. Let's greet that. Let's need that. Greet. Alright, let's exit. Let's see what happens. I got 3 accommodations for that. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Where in the 7 hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Dogga, Uni, can you hear me? Nero. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I do not blame you for missing my company. Thank the 12, are you alright? As alright as can be expected, Uni has simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what has happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul-placed entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandy's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that is sealed in the contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use of you yet in Eorzea, and simply could not let harm befall you here. What? Where? Uni, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Dogoth, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals, you have dared challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now, whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zandy's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this place, once and for all. Avalone, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness. You must return with us. None but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. What is this trickery? Your blood. You gain protection from Zandy's blood. Grahatia, you are possessed of the royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alec that was. That a man should still live with his forebear's blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest elegant technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as elegant, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks the simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share your blood. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be ephemeral, it will bolster the elegant presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny with the royal eye. All with the royal eye are bound to the fate of Alec. Our part in this journey is to bury Zandy's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Uni and Doggy's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as the light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Both of his eyes are now red. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doggo Uni, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Avalone, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Zandy's blood-stained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint. The bridge between the realm grows fragile by the covenant annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero, no, you must move. Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it's because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master the darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Aleg. I am Nero Tolskava, the man who'll yet outdo Aleg and Garland. That was what you hoped to? May the Crystal Tower again be the beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you. Nod. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards. Ah! You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. Suddenly, an arm and hand comes out, and you grab it and find out it is nothing but a severed arm. You are returned unharmed, thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went in and dived in, but you're all say him? Where are Uni and Daga? They're not. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Uni and Daga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Graha, yes, I can see in your eyes. Good, then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Alvane are both emerged from long battle. Of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to St. Cognac's find. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Alvane. Would that I could have been more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vassal for Daga and Uni's blood. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been part of your adventures for longer, Alvine. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now finally 'tis my time to see it realized. I keep forgetting I can't fly in here. Alright, so we need to speak with Rambrose. Alright, so we've done the Crystal Tower raids. Crystal Tower raids are required for a progression into Ishgard. We have done the three hard mode primals. That is also required. So now we just have to get there. I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Alvine, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves with the specter of the Elegance. Complete. Did I get the... Now let's actually go ahead and take that World of Darkness out. Got my Puff of Darkness. The Light of Hope. I trust you have rested, my friends. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there's something we must do first. Let us summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. So the elegant eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it was not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap this was all fate, from discovering the tower to Graha's gaining Uni and Daga's blood. Has Graha said anything for that matter? Where is Graha, and what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero has left the tower. Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Alvine, you say Graha stayed behind the Crystal Tower? I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambrose. 'Tis Graha Tia, sir. He has come in, he came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bloody forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well, let us go speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garlon, Alvine, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. So this is actually truly the final. What am I running for? I can mount up in here. What in the world was Graha thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course, he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, miss. I'm certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha. I know the time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Uni and Daga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas the wish that I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zandi's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped that spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag royalty to outlive the Empire, Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For a millennia we waited. Alag's art ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hells, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Cid. We could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but then we would have lost royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Cid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Allagan's knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus that will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope as it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alec. You just wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we can come knocking, Graha, and then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray, keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures, and we may meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits, and you, Alvine. I know that history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Nod. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await the future, born of your courage and the ancient's wish. Nod. The crystal tower slumbers again then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. Oh, throws away his little machine. A new dawn has come for me. Okay. Speak with Rambros. Report to Rambros. I hate it when it's like, oh, I'm right there. No, you're not. You're not close enough. It's like, fuck. Damn it. All right. You have just missed Sid, Alvin. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Garaha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Cognac's find has become for our friend's departure, we must walk in different directions. Remember that we labor for a brighter future lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. And we get a catalyst. You have completed the Crystal Tower quest series. By speaking with Seal at St. Cognac's Find, you can accept a quest that allows you to trade items obtained by repeating Crystal Tower Alliance raids. Alright, so let's go ahead, get back, and report back to Slafborn. There we go. Okay, there he is. I was gonna say, what the fuck? What happened? Alvine, good to see you return to the toll. How fares you in the frozen wastes of Corthus? House Fortom says to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Horshaphant for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract even greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed and power. All of us, Alphino's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Alright, Noct Circlet, Astrum Helmet, or the Gloom Coif. Or we could get two things. We'll take the Noct Circlet. Alright. And now, brave new companions? Yes. Slafborn's news and prosper. Okay. While you were away in Kurthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and get the Noct wristlets in and the circlet. I didn't realize I didn't have the wristlets in. Okay. So the Noct gear is 110. By the time, see, the thing is by the time that I need the 130 for the paladin and all that, I really will not have use of it. The Noct gears, excuse me, the Noct gear is actually relatively good. It looks pretty good too. These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I am sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Alvine, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid! Would you be so dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't had the time to track them down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report back to Alphino if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests after this one to bring everything to a close. After I finish this quest out, we are going to stop this recording. We'll pick up where we are at the stream tonight. So there will be 2 videos that will be posted here on YouTube. This one will be posted today. I'm going to convert it as soon. I still so want that lion. Let's see here. Yu Yu Hase. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself 'tis an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. Here, have one. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be a wealth of plenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Right, kid. All right, we're going to get on our cat. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Isildur has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I am excited to forge my own path forwards. Here, have a uniform. Ah, yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was ye? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Here. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut off the blood of my head. No worry, though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Little El Amigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, that this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. Here, have a uniform. I've never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Alvani Newland? Ah, Neolin? Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. Tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Soul. Here, have a uniform. 'Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. What happens to Femi? I have to figure that one out. This scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Limsa Lominsa. Yet, in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Oh wow, there's a striking that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Ilberd. I don't believe we've met. I'm Ilberd, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Here, have the uniform. These uniforms were our shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. What do I still have? What's this? A weaponsmith, a legend. Alright. Nope, I need to go down this way. Yeah. After I finish the Brave New Companions quest, we'll start the next quest, but I'll end the recording after we start it. Because I do have some things I have to do today, and then we'll get to the stream tonight. 8 p. If you see this before then, it's 8 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Frecky42. All right, let's go find Alphino in the Solar. Technically within the Rice and Stones, though. Alvine, Tataro mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've not now met the rest of the recruits? Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grain companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there's much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention that I thought of a name for the company? Tis my hope that it should soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. Oh, it will. The moment of truth draws near, Alvine. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one. Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is
really
plain
don't like
that
that.
the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Nod. All right.
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12. I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder, have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans? Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
Okay. Oral Quife, Daystar Circlet, Even Star Hat, Silver Piece. I'll take the 2 silver pieces because these are not gear for me. Trader in the Midst. Very good. See that provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommonly fierce this day. Okay. Eorzea defended. Achievement. Some knocked gauntlets for us. Try as I might, I cannot shake the creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret upon the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Oriange is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I feel that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, singularly loath to accept help. Wow. Save of course, when that help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him, and support him in whatever manner you are able. Okay, since the quest is still inside this area, I'm going to go ahead and continue it until I leave and get into, have to go someplace else. What is it, Elvine? I do be concise, I'm rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I have little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor, though we are but newly formed. There is already great demand for our services and are hard pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. Fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second in command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and that he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Alvine. Okay. There we go.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
What?
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning.
Uh-huh.
Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
Okay.
He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago,
and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root.
All right.
Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Nod. Okay, we can go ahead and return. The steps annulled, and that is where we will end this recording. Once again, folks, I do thank you all for tuning in for this continued workings. We went through the Crystal Tower and finished patch 2.3, and going into 2.4 now, which is called Dreams of Ice. And then we would go to patch 5. There's 18 quests in patch 2.4, 8 quests in patch 2.5. We've already done the primals, and patch 2.55, which is 16 quests. So we're looking at 36, 34. Let's say 42 more quests. This is why I'm doing this off stream as well as on stream, is because there's just a lot of stuff. Once we get into Ishgard and all that, we will be going on and moving on. So folks, thank you very much for tuning in. I want to say, remember, if you did like what you see here today, go ahead and click and smash that subscribe button so you see when more updates come up and more videos come out. You'll also see in my on the channel several other streams that include Mass Effect, Dragon Age, more Final Fantasy 14, lots of things. You're going to find a lot of things out there. And I'm continuing to do that because every stream I do on Twitch at twitch.tv/Frecky42 will also come to here and be uploaded and published. Usually I publish them within 24 hours of the stream. This will also be uploaded once it's converted. It will be uploaded to Twitch as a VOD as well as here on YouTube. So by the time the YouTube is done, the Twitch VOD will be there as well. So folks, thank you again for being here. I am Frecky42, otherwise known as Frecky Wolf. Thank you again. I shall see you in the lair later.